Okay,
Yeah, given that Contash has had not much screen time today,
I need a weapon.
I'd say we start out on his Galena. As a follower of the Elder God Volker, who's fighting a follower of the Elder God Ithagnar, we are going to see literal battle of the gods. Kappa. Let's go. Oh, and he gets the banana spawn. Pocket. Heal placed. Vials taken. Oh, he misses the light. Okay, he has to go back now. Yeah, and he's opting for maximum cooldown reduction. He even risks taking damage. The rail hits as well. Fortunately, there is another light at the T-Con. And yeah, and the second totem is up. So we could see 3 totem.
Yeah,
at minute 2.
I do think he's keeping it in the back pocket until the orb is in play.
Yeah, maybe he needs it as a last savior. This is huge damage from Contash, I would say, but then iiinnnzz answers back with insane rails, and the orb in the end is used as the finishing move. Beautiful stuff from both players, to be honest, and I could have seen Contash get away with the frag as well there, Rob.
Yeah, 19 health left on iiinnnzz after that fight. He gets a health bubble. Oh, but now his damage output is ground. While the LG in return is also pretty strong. We have the Galena rocket jumping into position for the heavy, which is not spawning for some time. Yeah, he eats a rocket before he can witness the spawn of the heavy.
Yeah, and this fight, or the previous 20 seconds were just a positional masterclass from iiinnnzz. He positioned in a way which allowed him to deal damage on Contash, and also gave him the better position for both major items. This was huge rotation-wise, and he just did it again, missing the rails though. The execution was lacking, the play was perfect again. But he's already 3-0 up, so the not so perfect execution does not ruin his very great rotations at this point, which is nice to see. Yeah, now iiinnnzz on the back foot for kind of the first time. Huge defensive rocket, perfectly using the sound cues right there to time the rocket, hitting a push forward progressing Contash. Picks up the Mega right now and answers back with a huge rail. iiinnnzz is on the death's door and he still fights. He just wanted to maximize the damage output. Oh, Contash can't hit the rail off spawn, and now iiinnnzz will having a rail himself again. At least he can defend him. And he starts defending by shooting his opponent in the back, Rob.
Yeah, the rail is on point. Well, not that one time he missed. And Contash was in his face to seal the deal with rockets. But now Contash gets the mega health. And is outstacking iiinnnzz by a large margin, but he's leaving him alone. He wants to do damage from afar, which he gets. And yeah, I think this is a great attack. Like, oh, but the orb, it's a Duke, but in the end he took it. And somehow iiinnnzz is left weak and yeah, can't fight for the next frag anymore. He even loses out on the mega health. There are some poverty items for him though. But,
I really wonder how this happens, because Contash definitely has the better rail skin of the two. This is almost impossible.
Oh, it was the orb. Like, he was so confused. Like, is he going through? And then he didn't. And then he turned around and then he did. So, but now he has the position for the mega health. So there is some restore in the force.
Yeah, he will definitely get it. iiinnnzz is worse for wear. He has no stack left. He times his move up the T-Con perfectly. Orb is up. Contash needs to be aware of the fact that iiinnnzz can actually steal away the heavy. But maybe he does not even need to orb. Contash spots a glimpse of his opponent. iiinnnzz bashes his head again. This is like the 3rd time now, and Contash does not have a weapon to push in. Orb gets him out, and iiinnnzz is still living. He's like living a minute too long. No, the tribal hits
that
the wall, and oh, iiinnnzz does not see the mega. No way. This could have been his way back into control, but actually he's not even watching that. He's just content of not being found by Contash. Contash butchers his movement, and there's 15 seconds until the heavy comes. So he needs to fight now. He deals a lot of damage, and now he's got his opponent where he needs it. The light armor saves Inz, but Inz gets no! He rocket jumped again when he had no stack at all.
It's like,
What is happening?
Yeah, Contash wants a frag and Inz is just butchering everything. But still, Contash has so much trouble of getting that frag on the board. In the end, he gets it. And still working with some stack.
What is happening, Rob?
It's... he is inspired by Cooler, I think.
Huge rockets.
But we haven't seen a successful rocket jump in a while now.
This is a very entertaining match, I have to say. And I mean, they play kind of fast pace right now, which I think is the reason for a lot of those hiccups we're seeing. Oh, not a single ball of plasma is connecting. Totem overstack is there, but it does not help Inz at all. Contash has no stack. He can't reach the health bubble in time, and Inz doubles the frag difference.
Yeah. So he's the one who plays less bad. Or, yeah.
Oh, again, huge tribal, and yeah, that stopped the momentum Contash had, and thus the rocket jump resulted in him batting his head against the wall as well, and
they are both headbangers.
Yeah. In the end, Contash is doing a good job at avoiding positions where his opponent has the better spot to fight from, and he's doing that in such a great fashion that every frag Contash had to make, or was getting, he needed to sacrifice so many resources, and again he's missing the mega. This is where Contash's great lightning gun aim should help him, but no, he can't finish him off. And Inz lands just behind the mega, sees it, grabs it, and look who has a good stack all of a sudden. Oh, this is where he dies, and it's relatively clean as well. Contash, yeah, kind of finds him when his opponent was not thinking of it at all. Totem overstack is still there. A nice rocket tribal from my point of view. And oh, as the heavy picked up, he instantly activates the orb, teleports into Contash's face, and lands a beautiful direct. Oh, the mega and the great lightning gun aim could actually spell danger for Inz, and Inz has to bail out of the fight. Contash is going forward, totem overstack is there, but the rocket is enough, and dancing around the pillar means Inz takes no damage at all.
Yeah, that was really nice dodging the damage, right? Just dance around the ball like in some nightclub, and it's effective.
He didn't even get the heavy. Yeah, it really was. It was a perfect example of playing your opponent. He knew that Contash does not have a weapon where you can punish him for standing behind a corner, and thus he just kept dancing behind the corner and dished out rockets. And now the rocket jump works. Inz 5 frags up with 2 minutes to go. On a map like Awoken, it's possible, but given the trouble Contash had to find these 3 frags, it's rather unlikely he's gonna find 5. Even though his lightning gun aim is great, the orb can't even save Inz, and this is a lifeline. No ability for the ranger could mean a lot of trouble. Contash is not railable, but Contash is also not in position. Rail misses, and Inz now just needs to pick up the mega. There you go, and there's no
the rockets.
These rockets, this is impossible. And the totem in the banana is greeting Inz, and actually, just as I said, given Contash's trouble he had for the first 3 frags, those 2 came relatively easy.
It's...
I don't understand.
Yeah, 1 minute, 3 frags to go. But he needs to... yeah, seal the deal on those frags.
1 minute warning.
Be healed.
Impressive.
Nice. He gets 1 at least. The orb is still in play though, so that might be an escape to more hits. Oh,
Yeah, and now the time is running out.
Yeah, and he
The
gets
30
the heavy.
damage rocket is not what Contash needs right here. Rail is a start, but he can't push in, because if he pushes in, Inz will just orb away. Or even doesn't even need the orb. He uses the up though. Contash is not railable, and iiinnnzz could die without making even trouble, but he does make a lot of trouble. Now it's 20 seconds. There are a lot of resources for Contash, but Contash needs to find his opponent. He does not pick up the lightning gun ammunition, but he hears his opponent, and this is as close as it gets. Contash.
And he doesn't go to the portal, so he can chase this one up.
No, there's no time.
Oh,
No.
What a nail biter of a match.
But I was scared for iiinnnzz. He didn't go to the portal. Kijk, the portal play, you can add more seconds to no, you can postpone your death, but he just went for that light, and Contash could have taken that frag because of that. But yeah, he had some troubles in the match anyway to get those frags. But yeah, iiinnnzz take this one. I do think it was very close.
That rocket that iiinnnzz landed on Contash when Contash jumped from rail to mega. I think that was the moment where he gave himself the biggest chance. Going for that light armor was actually greedy and opening up the possibilities for Contash again, but in the end, he still made it. So he's right.
Yeah.
What a game. Yeah, it's straight on to map 2.
Yes. Well, I'll leave you guys to this one. Have fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's gonna be... This should be a tight one as well. I don't think either champion has a clear, huge advantage over the other one. BJ has the damage burst and Strog has the mobility plus the stack on kill, which could be a huge deal. And, it's gonna be all about positioning yourself to get that damage.
Yeah, I mean, after that loss, I bet Contash is out for blood, so I think he's gonna charge forward. Yeah, but I'm moderately concerned for Contash because iiinnnzz plays this map very well. I mean, Contash does too, but
Round begins in.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming the iiinnnzz special, isn't it?
Fight.
yeah, and I mean, there's the reason Contash picks the Woken over Corrupted Keep. iiinnnzz though gets the spawn you don't really need as a BJ, and they find each other immediately at the rockets, but Contash can't hit any, and he's even visible, but the Peeker deals so much damage that... Oh no way! How does... This... What?
What a ridiculous start!
Yeah, I was sure that Contash was gonna die there, but then all of a sudden the projectiles and the impact from the Peeker does
Oh,
so
what a double
much damage.
LG!
And
and
this is a brilliant move from iiinnnzz because he forces Contash to spawn either rockets or boneyard, and this means that he gets both items. This is perfect.
Both items, a rocket launcher, still has some LG in the bank. Yeah. Flying high, as they say, is iiinnnzz. Oh, this is a great LG, and just in time for the mega as well.
How convenient.
Yeah, there's a light armor waiting for him at bones, but he's got to be able to pressure.
Contash! At first I thought he was
great
gonna miss
play
it.
from Contash.
Yeah, I mean, he mistimed it by a split second, but fortunately iiinnnzz was so fast that him dropping did not result in it picking up the heavy. So Contash could just go back again and easily pick it up with no contest. And this time he finds
Contash.
iiinnnzz with his hands down. Contash ties up the game.
Yeah.
And now he has the convenience of a spawning mega right behind him. Isn't that nice, Jones?
Yeah, iiinnnzz kind of mistiming the mega. Doesn't realize Contash had picked it up, and now it's Contash with the 2 items and the super shoddy. Never fails, and firing rockets at the stairs isn't gonna work. So, but iiinnnzz.
But those rockets worked.
Absolutely. Now he has LG.
The starting machine gun deals significant damage, but getting slapped around by rockets fucks up your aim, and in the end, iiinnnzz clutches it out. Still has some stack left, but the Pika bullies off his opponent from the heavy. Or was it just a trap to kill Contash even faster as he got caught while peeking in public? The rockets from iiinnnzz are in... This is crazy. He's been hitting them in the clutch moments, direct after direct. And it just made Contash's life impossible, Jones.
It's not even the good rockets out of the corner. It's straight up mid-air directs. Contash just has no way of dealing with them at the moment. And if that continues on, then iiinnnzz should have a safe path towards victory. Good rockets by Contash though. They suddenly took iiinnnzz off his path, and now the super shotty will finish up the job. There's a light armor even for the taking, but there's a trap from iiinnnzz again. This time Contash was looking.
And look who's returning the favor of the rockets. Don't go up that bounce, but you will eat one of those again. But he needs help, and iiinnnzz actually gives him the possibility to pick up both bubbles rather undamaged. iiinnnzz is barely making it to the mega health with 5 HP left. He picks it up. No armor to his name, so Contash will definitely be on the hunt. Contash knows where his opponent is, and is very happy for now with just locking him up at not the heavy. So Contash picks it up without taking any casualties. And now he's just charging forward. He knows that he has more stack than his opponent, but he also has a weaker arsenal. He needs to land the rockets. But the shotgun in the end prevails and barely gets away with the frag. Given the stack difference, this was well played from iiinnnzz. Maybe not so well played.
Leave tied.
Oh, and Contash finds a way to tie the game.
Yeah. None
Maybe
of the
even
nails
gets a
found
lead.
them out.
iiinnnzz is not careless. He's in a good position with rockets. Contash is quite low, and iiinnnzz gets the frag.
Speaking of direct. And another one. This is
What am I
crazy.
watching? This is amazing rockets.
Yeah, the rocket work from iiinnnzz is impeccable. Every time he needs
Oh,
to hit
careless
one,
speaker. No, was not careless at all.
maybe a little bit, but it still works. Oh, and iiinnnzz even got the light. How did that happen, though? I thought Contash was gonna get it for sure, but iiinnnzz somehow, with the speed of light, turned around and, yeah, overtook Contash. He could not build up enough momentum to beat his opponent to the item. And it's a one-frag lead again for the Russian. And now it's HMG against the Bubble Blaster, and the HMG should be winning. But in the end, it isn't. And look at who's getting another frag.
Yeah, 2 frags in the lead. Still plenty of time to go, though. Oh, perfect timing for iiinnnzz on the heavy. Oh, what a rocket throwing Contash out of the map. Contash again charging in with the plasma almost works.
Almost, yeah, but going through the teleporter when your opponent has rockets will result in you taking damage 99% of the time. It will be significant damage, and when you have no stack, even non-significant damage will kill you. Huge shotguns from Contash. It's barely just not enough, and what was a close game up until like 30 seconds ago has now spiraled into a 6-frag lead for iiinnnzz. And he even controls the light. Contash can't do anything. He needs to find a frag, otherwise he's just gonna die. But he can't even.
Contash didn't even escape.
Yeah, he can't even do like that much damage. Stack is basically the same. Weapon arsenal is in favor of iiinnnzz, so he is in control. Contash has the position though. He still gets the item, and this was huge. The lightning gun could not knock him off the heavy, so his drop still landed him the item, and in the end, this is the moment where Contash can make a comeback, and the Pika barely does it. No detonation, it was just the projectiles, but it was closer than it needed to be, and he can't take that fight. iiinnnzz can just charge at him with the lightning gun or even the nail gun, and will win that fight. no matter what.
Yeah, or the gauntlet or something. So low.
Wow.
Yeah, good LG from iiinnnzz. Yeah, Contash had to apply pressure. The other option would be if he doesn't, then iiinnnzz runs away with control. And they have
Yeah,
no
but
chance anyway.
But now he runs away with control in 3 frags.
Yeah, well, that's what taking risks is. Sometimes the risk doesn't go your way.
Sometimes, indeed. I mean, this game has been insanely fast-paced, and I still see a world where Contash makes it, but he can't really take any amount of damage anymore. And peekers like this are not helping him making a comeback. Nicely timed rocket then.
That rocket!
Perfection.
Its eyes!
The rocket plays from iiinnnzz on this map were beyond anything. Like, it was so crazy. He was hitting so many direct. The timing on those prediction shots, like we just saw, was impeccable. It's amazing to see how well he performed with that weapon. And it's not like
Quality,
he's just...
the quality of the rockets.
Yeah.
Something else from iiinnnzz today.
And iiinnnzz is just
Yeah, iiinnnzz
chilling.
just content with letting time go by. They say time heals all wounds, but yeah, not sure Contash will agree. That is a good frag though.
Yeah, no, that was a good use of the Pika as well.
Finally, we see a peeker where it's not
1 minute warning.
a wild peeker.
Oh, he needs... There's no way that Contash is surviving this. Yeah, I was gonna say. And I think the biggest difference in the damage distribution between them, because it's like 500 damage difference between the two players, but most of the damage from iiinnnzz is coming from rockets and lightning gun. Double each than Contash, what Contash did with those weapons. Contash used shotgun and the machine guns a lot more than iiinnnzz does.
Yeah, and the
Not
peeker
that-
as
that-
well.
Yeah, not that it does like change the way the game went, or it would have, but it's just interesting to see how the different players approach fights, and sometimes even it tells you how Contash was forced to take fights with a lacking arsenal, given that he had to fight longer
Oh, that
ranges
was a
with the
dangerous
shotgun.
peeker.
It really was, but I mean... Oh, no way, Contash is... I was gonna say, if he dies here again, that must have been so frustrating, but in the end, he still makes it and gets the last frag of an otherwise very, very convincing win for iiinnnzz.